But I just have a lot of confidence in the boys on board and the boat. We've just done so much, put so much effort in and work, and you really felt confident in that breeze.
Okay, what happened on that? I mean, was it a thing where it looked worse than it was?
No, look, I mean, when you sail these boats, you're on the edge. You really redline them the whole way, and they keep you on your toes, and they're a very demanding boat, but very rewarding at the same time.
Okay, how many gears does your turbo booster have, or whatever?
It just seems to have another one every day, to be honest. Yeah, we're flying 6th and 7th and 8th.
Yeah, there you go. Always shifting.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Okay, thanks, mate. Congratulations. Good.
Give me the scoop on Europe, possibly being back here in 3 years. What do you think the chances are?
Oh, look, me personally, mate, I've loved San Francisco. I mean, it really has taken our entire team. It's just accepted us, and it's been interesting. I mean, San Francisco, when you look at the Giants and the Warriors, and there's people from all over the world that are part of those teams. But the one thing San Francisco does is it accepts you as their own, and they get behind you as and they support you as their home team. And man, I've loved every single minute I've lived here. I've got the kids in school here, and I'm not going anywhere.
Do you think the team is pretty much intact? It's a lot of young guys, a lot younger team than Kiwis.
Look, I think you always see a couple of changes. That's natural in team sports. No question we're going to hold on to the core guys. We want to win this. Look, the event that's been created by Larry and what the future holds is an incredibly exciting prospect. For everyone involved in the game of sailing, and only now can we, think about competing with the other mainstream sports.
What do you think about this future of this class of yacht?
I think it's awesome. I think it has to involve foiling. I think multi-hulls are great. I think the physical side has been a huge part of this event, and it ticks all the boxes now. In the past it just missed a lot of the key things, but now you've got 11 fantastic athletes. You've got the pressure, you've got that risk versus reward, and you're in the cauldron of San Francisco Bay, which is sort of, for sailors, it's sort of like what Everest is for a rock climber. It's just you get the tough conditions, you push it away, and as an athlete you just can't ask for anything more. You've got to be pushed.
I was talking to Dennis this morning. He said he's a neighbor of yours.
Yeah, Dennis is a neighbour of mine. He's just a couple of doors down.
He was singing your praises.
He's one of my heroes. I mean, the guy is. The thing I love about Dennis, he won it, he lost it, and he came back. So he's a guy that's no stranger to adversity and challenge. And look, for us to have completed the biggest comeback in the history of sport, man, what a team.
What do you say to him?
I don't know. I'm just going to say, hey, look, we did it. We pulled it off.
Jimmy, from Australia's point of view, Fox Sports, give us some words about how you think Australia should be involved in the future.
Well, look, I think if you look back to Australia too, they fought back from match point. I mean, if you look, we've got a lot of Australians involved in this team. We were a lot worse off in Australia too. We were 8-1 down. And I don't know if any other sporting team comeback that we had to face. But that's growing up for me, that's what it's been all about. You never give up, always fight to the end. Your back's against the wall, you just come out swinging, and that's what we did.
Thank you very much.
Jimmy, that nosedive on the first leg, what was going through your mind? And how bad was that?
I was thinking there's quite a lot of water that's coming over the boat at the moment. Look, that's the beauty of these boats, is that man, you're always on the edge. And I mean, in that race, we were redlining the boat. I mean, there was just nothing. We weren't holding back, and we were full throttle. And it's sort of like getting sideways on a MotoGP bike or a Formula One car in a chicane. You just got to hold on and try and ride it out. And but the cool thing for me is the boys didn't flinch once. They knew we were in we were in this race, and we just sort of fought to the end and paid off.
Jimmy, you guys are a great success story now. I mean, you're the team that came from behind against all odds and managed to win when nobody else thought you were going to. Oracle sponsors you guys for a reason beyond just Larry's passion for sailing. You guys are a great story now in terms of promoting that company. Do you expect from a marketing point of view for them to have you guys kind of all over the place now, promoting what you've done in Oracle on a corporate level?
It's a fantastic group to be involved in. You know, the thing I love about Oracle and what Larry stands for is he's always thinking about the future. You know, he's always almost a step ahead of the normal person. I mean, we just cop so much criticism about this event and the boats, and we're taking it too far of a leap, but we just saw one of the greatest sporting races of all time in battles, and the coolest thing about it was we've grown a huge audience because people who weren't sailors became captivated and educated about it because the boats were so cool, it was athletic, you know, there was a lot of drama, there was some crash and burn. You know, and that's what it takes is a company like Oracle that can look ahead and always think about the next step ahead. And someone like Larry, and it's, there's no question as to how he got to where he is because he's always thinking a couple of steps ahead.
What was his impact on the whole thing?
It was huge. I mean, look, it's kind of funny because I think when you put Tom Slingsby, Ben Ainslie and I on a boat, you're probably getting three of the most competitive guys you'll ever meet. And there's always a worry that could be a recipe for disaster, but it was the complete opposite. It just gelled beautifully. I mean, look, when I think about going into a battle or having a couple of guys alongside, they're the two I'd want, and we've all been in tough situations, and we all knew that we could do it. You know, we knew we just had to keep fighting to the end, and the cool thing was we never lost our cool. We all kept it together in the back of the boat, and that sort of, tone that flows through the rest of the boat, and that's something that the three of us worked very hard on, and I think it was a big part of the result.
With 2020 vision of hindsight now, would you have started with Ben in that position?
Oh, look, I mean, I don't think we could have, to be honest, because I don't think I could have got to a good enough level, from a starting point of view without Ben steering the other boat. Our two-boat program relied on, Ben getting involved steering the other boat. John Kostecki did a fantastic job as well. And it really was, we needed the team, really to be united, and that's what was incredibly encouraging was, John was the guy that put his hand up and said, hey, listen, we should try a change now, we need to make a change. And that says a lot about John and says a lot about the attitude of the team that, anyone was willing to do whatever it took or to try something to get us going again.
Ben's obviously going to try and have his own campaign. Are you going to try and keep him as your tactician?
I've loved working and racing with Ben. I mean, the thing is we've got so much in common in that we're just fiercely competitive. We love racing, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to work with him. So, look, I'd love to race again with him. It's been so much fun. But at the same time, our in-house racing was some of the toughest I've ever faced, and we both enjoyed it. And whether we race together or against each other, man, it'll be a good day.
Jimmy, you told me in the press conference that you didn't believe you were going to win the cup until you crossed the line, but for the first time this week I saw you smiling on the last run a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of people have questioned me about that. I'm going to come clean on that and tell you the truth. What actually happened was Kyle Langford actually lost the wing sheet when we were doing 40 knots on the foil, and then grabbed it with his other hand, and I just saw it right in front of me, and I just started laughing, and I just patted him on the back. I said, just hang with us, buddy, we haven't got long to go. And we both had a bit of a laugh, and it just sort of broke the ice a bit, and that's what happened then.
Thanks, Jimmy.
No worries.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.